Good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever this may find you. One of the things that I show my clients the most is hamstring stretches. Anytime we have calf pain, anytime we have low back pain, glute pain, even front anterior pelvic pain can come from the hamstrings. So one of the biggest stretches I love to recommend to all of my clients is to activate them and stretch them in a different way. So we want to make sure that our hips are about a hip width apart. We would have a table, even a countertop in front of us. And we want to bring our abdomen to the tops of our thighs. So we actually want to have a nice soft bend in the knee, but bringing the hips back as if you're pressing a button behind you. If you've ever done RDLs, that's that same hinging motion. So we want to keep our pelvic area tipped, and we want to push back. So we want to feel this stretch on the hamstrings. And the chair definitely helps give us a little more stability and take some of the pressure off of the low back. But now that we are in this position, we're going to bring the knees forward and back. So we're definitely stretching those hamstrings. And from here, we're going to bring our heels further out and kind of do the same thing. So we're activating different hamstring muscles. And then after you feel that those are loosened up, we're going to shift the toes out further and kind of doing the same thing. And then walking them back in and coming back to almost feet together. You don't have to have them completely together. About less than a hip width apart. And we're going to open them up a little bit more, but now we're going to stabilize the legs and we're going to allow our back to be the mover. So we're going to bring our abdomen closer to the front of the thighs and we're going to bring them up. And if this is too much for the low back, using your arms, almost as if you're doing like a push-up, will help. We don't want to lean too far forward. I was just doing that. We actually want to keep the hips further back, but we're bringing that belly down toward the thighs. And you should almost feel this opening going on with the hips. You should feel a nice stretch. And going to your comfort level. We do not want to go too far past that. And then same thing. Now let's bring the toes together, heels apart. And then the opposite, heels together, toes apart. And when you feel a bigger stretch, like that one was more intense than the toes together, that's where I'm going to kind of pull into that. Again, keeping those knees bent just slightly. I want to really feel into that stretch. And then moving out like we did before as we were opening the hamstrings up. And ideally, we're going to kind of bring those toes off the edge of the mat. And from here, we can start by lowering the hips. So we're starting to include the low back, the tops of the thighs, and eventually kind of coming up and all the way down. It's okay if the knees go past the toes. And then when you're comfortable, you can kind of rock in place, opening up the hips, maybe applying a little pressure against with the elbows. Really allowing this opening sensation. And eventually we can do this without the chair and allowing some openness to the front of the body while we open and stretch.